Karen Reed trial, we had a verdict yesterday. It's after 8 weeks. The jury deliberated for 3.5 days. I talked about it on Court TV this morning. The first trial, the defense team led by Alan Jackson, who's a tremendous lawyer. By the way, she's racked up $5 million in legal fees. She raised $1 million through, I guess, a charity yesterday. But obviously there's going to be, a book and TV and movies and yada, yada, yada. But in the first trial, they focused on the government corruption, on the investigation, on the lead investigator who said some incredibly heinous things about Karen Reed, that he used the C word, she suffered from Crohn's disease, he wished that she was dead, and all kinds of things. But in the second trial, the defense team focused on creating reasonable doubt for the debris site on where, John O'Keefe, the officer, was struck, and showed that the Albert fellow where the property was where John O'Keefe was found didn't even come outside when the first responders were there with all the blue lights, that there was possibly a dog bite on Officer O'Keefe, and that didn't happen as a result of being hit with the car. And there was this worst snowstorm in the history of Massachusetts. So there was a confluence of events, and it turned out there was reasonable doubt. The government has spent a fortune of money, and right now there's going to be civil suits, obviously, because the burden of proof is, in a civil suit, a preponderance of evidence, which means more likely than not, as opposed to the more strict standard of beyond a reasonable doubt.